from cubicle fights to the bathroom stall brawls. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here. From the break room drama to the boss's sneer. We hate it here, oh, we hate it here. So grab a seat, it's horror premiere. Office gossip, Twitter jams, management schemes, and toxic plans. You jump and jump, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Office gossip, Twitter jams, management schemes, and toxic plans. Your job's a joke, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Erika and Marissa have seen it all, from cubicle fights to the bathroom stall brawls. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here. From the break room drama to the boss's here. We hate it here, oh, we hate it here. So grab a seat, it's horror premiere. Office gossip, cleanser jams, management schemes, and toxic plans. Your job's a joke, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Office gossip, printer jams, management schemes, and toxic plans. Your job's a joke, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Erika and Marissa, your workplace queens, sharing nightmares straight from the scenes. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here, but at least we can laugh through the tears. Erika and Marissa have seen it all, from cubicle fights to the bathroom stall balls. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here, from the break room drama to the boss's here. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here, from the break room drama to the boss's here. We hate it here, oh, we hate it here, so grab a seat, it's horror premiere. Office gossip, printer jams, management schemes, and toxic plans. Your job's a joke, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Erika and Marissa, your workplace queens, sharing nightmares straight from the scenes. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here, but at least we can laugh through the tears.
Hey everyone, welcome to our first YouTube Live. My name is Erika.
Hi, Marissa. Oh,
there we go.
You're back.
Fucking it up. All right, there we go, you guys. Let's start this all over again. I'm Erika.
I'm Marissa.
Thank you for tuning in to our first YouTube Live. Oh my God, Marissa.
Welcome to the Hot Mess Express. Choo choo.
I'm already fucking it up.
It's okay. We had to get the choo-choo in there. We had to.
We did, and that was my bad. I forgot that was coming in, and I just talked over it.
It's
So
okay.
I don't know if you want to play it again. I think we need the choo-choo again.
Yes, we do. So, all right.
Aboard. Welcome to the Hot Mess Express. Choo choo.
There we go.
There we go. So Marissa, that was the first time that you've seen our new theme song for YouTube. What do you think?
I love it. I feel like I was a panda that was dancing because after all the papers flying, that's me. After the violence comes the happy dance. So I love it. I absolutely love it.
Fucking hilarious. So I need to give major shout out and props to Real Estate Poppy for helping me with that. It is a fucking hilarious theme song. He totally did that for us. And was it too long today? Absolutely. It was almost 3 minutes. So will I cut it down for future shows? Yes. But you had never heard it. I had
Never.
Poppy sent it to me on Wednesday, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was going to send it to you. And I was like, no, I want it to be a complete surprise to you. Or he sent it to me Tuesday. I'm sorry. I wanted it to be a complete surprise for you. And wanted you to hear it for the first time live here on the show. And here we go.
Here we are. I absolutely love it. Poppy, real MVP claps because my God, I was jamming out. I'll tell you that.
All right, y'all. Well, we're doing it live, Marissa. Fuck it. We decided
Raw
to do
dogging
it.
you. Here we are.
I mean, at least we're not raw dogging it like we did app, right? Just fucking sharing one little teeny tiny little microphone, you and I. when we decided to just press live. But that has been the story of I Hate It Here, right? We decided to just fucking go live on AMP. We decided to say fuck it and just do a show with Helen the morning after, which was on a weird month as well. We just decided to do it out in November, and look at us now, just doing we could have waited until January to do YouTube live, but we're like, we don't do it now, we're never gonna fucking do it.
But that's who we are. Like, let's be real. If we don't, we have to do it at the point in time, because if not, we procrastinate and we will talk ourselves out of doing it. So,
which is why it took us so fucking long to do YouTube live. Or to even put ourselves on film, right? Because about a year ago, almost exactly a year ago, you and I were in New York.
Yep.
And we were at dinner and we were talking about the show. And we were discussing how we wanted to move forward, what we wanted to do with it. Because we had already been on Station Head for a couple months, and we already knew that was not our home.
Right.
We didn't feel it. We weren't loving it. We were going to give it a try. And we were, I guess we decided, what the fuck are we going to do? And we're like, this is our realm. We need to start recording ourselves and putting it on YouTube. And we never did that.
Well, no, we tried. So let's be real. We did. We bought ourselves a whole setup. We even got ourselves a nice, beautiful camera. But then we saw the footage and we were like, absolutely fucking not. We will not do that. That footage will never see the light of day.
Never see the light. That fucking footage was so HD that you could count every pore on our face. I was like, I could not. I couldn't do it. I was like, fuck to the no. We are not doing this. And then we tried figuring out different configurations, and we were finally got comfortable, but we weren't comfortable. And then that's when we saw Jen and Poppy start going live with Doreen. Let's not forget our Queen Doreen, because she's so funny. And we were like, we have to do it. We just have to do it. So here we are on December 5th. Just do it.
Just a year later. Just a year later.
Just the year.
But we're on.
We are on.
And that's what matters.
That is. So also another thing that we should probably talk about, because I don't think we've talked about it. I think we talked about it maybe once on Station Head. How we met. Yeah. But I think there's a lot of our friends, I don't know if they've joined on later. I don't know if maybe a few have been with us since we started in AMP in April of 2023. 22.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So we, I mean, we used to talk about it on AMP often, and then in Station Head, we just kind of got away from it. Yeah. So you want to tell them a little bit about how we met, Marissa, and I'll jump in and fill in the blanks.
The gaps for me.
I know I'm seeing some of the comments, and it's so weird because on this setup, I can totally see the comments. Yeah. And I should have made my potty mouth a drinking game, because I would have given everybody alcohol poisoning by now.
You'd all be drunk by now. Because
cheers, guys. I am so nervous that I had to pour myself a drink. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's the cute little finger glass.
Which, by the way, shameless plug, that is in our Amazon storefront link. So if you want one as a stocking stuffer, just saying, it's there. Order yourself one. But yes, no, how do we meet? So again, for those of you who don't know us or have been listening to us from Station Head and haven't heard the story before, Erika and I met actually in the working space. We met in corporate America. We met back in 2017. Right, Erika? Correct me if I'm wrong. 2017. Yeah. We met.
February,
we were working
2017.
Yep, we met at a place that is that we refer to in our stories as the facility. It was absolutely insane and bonkers, and her and I trauma bonded because we looked at each other and we went, "This fucking place is crazy," and so we stuck together. So ever since then.
You came in and you looked at me and you were like, "Is it really like this?" And I just was like, "This is it, girl. This is it." This is the craziness and the mayhem that happens in this place. And then after that, you and I quickly became friends. We're besties.
Yep.
And then we got along famously well with our ex Texas State VP, I guess.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can't really remember his title, but he's the one who he got recruited to open up a new company, a startup, and he took a liking to you and I and brought us on board to that company, which we will refer to in our stories as corporate.
Yes.
Right? That is our story, corporate, and or what we call it in our stories. And that is how we ended up in Houston.
Yes, because we are originally from El Paso. So I totally skipped over that in the initial of the story. But you and I were originally from El Paso, Texas. We met there. We were working at the facility. When we got recruited into corporate, we had to move. And so we were lucky enough that we were both able to move with our families to Houston. And we've been on this journey ever since. Now we no longer work together in the same place.
No.
I work at a different company. Erika works at a different company, but we still bitch about each other's companies and reminisce on the old companies as well. So here we are.
Absolutely. And we were at corporate for 4.5. I was there for 4.5 years. You were there a little longer than me. Maybe you did the 5. Did you do the 5 years there?
I was close to the 5. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, now we're in different companies. So still hating corporate America. We have got to find a way. We've got to think of a side hustle. We've got to think of something to get off corporate America's teeth. But unfortunately, you and I have financial responsibilities. Plus, we kind of are a little on the bougier side.
Us and our champagne taste will not allow us. My bills and my mortgage says you can't quit your job, girl. So here we are.
No, so here we are, is still working in corporate America. And that is another reason, or how we came up with the show, right? Because both companies that we work for are so fucking nuts that the stories are just unbelievable that we have from working in corporate America. You came from working a different background. I came from working in the hospitality business for years and years in Vegas. And I don't even think that was as crazy as corporate America.
Corporate.
Yeah. Corporate America's nuts. So
the Wild West.
So we would always tell people our stories, right? And everybody's like, what the fuck? You guys should do a podcast. And we would always laugh about it. And then we're also very lazy. Let's talk about that.
Extremely. Like you and I, we again, part of the bougie lifestyle is that we pay for convenience, right? Because why am I going to go park my own car? Because there's valet. I mean, that is the level of laziness that we peak to. So we are very lazy. So we came across, actually with Tommy, your cousin, came across AMP. He was talking about it. He was going to go be a part of the AMP. He was one of the few initially selected to be a part of the AMPverse. And so he let us know about it. And we were like, this is perfect for us, because while doing a podcast, that sounds lovely and we would love to do it, we're not going to sit there and edit and do all of the prep work. And like, that's too much work.
And back then it was a lot hard. Like you really had to format to each system. Like Apple wanted one formatting, Spotify wanted another. And now they've completely made it easier for everybody to put it across all platforms, right? Apple is still a little picky on their stuff. They're still a pain in the ass about it. But it's easier because back then, we really would have had to edit each episode separately for each streaming
platform.
Yeah. So when we found out that all you had to do was press live on AMP, we're like, that's easy. And then we got the code, jumped on
the infamous code to get in.
So we did that. And then we got, we listened for 4 days, maybe a week, 5 days. It wasn't a full week. It was
4 days. It was 4 days.
Not a lot of shows were happening at AMP during that time. I just remember Adam being on there. I remember Christian James Hand, because I was like, oh my God, this guy is so fucking grumpy and he knows so much about music. I think I love him.
Yeah.
And so that I quickly became a Christian James Hand fan. And I think maybe very few shows on there
Yeah, it was not there wasn't a lot of shows, very, very limited. And so we were
And
just
no
like,
talking.
no, it was purely music-based shows. I
Mm-hmm.
think we were
Christian
probably, I don't
James
want to
Hand was the
say
only one that would talk mainly.
in between, but it was
Mm-hmm.
mostly music in the app. In the app, it was mostly music. People would come in and they'd share their tidbits of the music and their knowledge, but there wasn't really a talking show. So we were like, well, we're just gonna, so we started as a talking show that sprinkled music in between.
Mm-hmm.
That's how really we, because of AMP, right? Because we needed to play music in order to be part of the
The
of the
community.
space. So that's how we started, is just hit
One
go live.
what was it, a Friday? I think it was a Friday
It
before
was a Friday afternoon.
yeah, like Friday evening-ish before
Mhm.
Easter. You were over at my house. We were getting together baskets for your kids and for my nephew, because we were
Yep.
gonna have Easter at my house that year. So we were putting all the little eggs together and all the shit you have to do for Easter, right?
Yeah.
And we were like, fuck it, let's go live. And you were like, right now? And I was like, maybe not. And then you're like, no, you already said let's do it. So we're gonna do it. Which
Yeah.
is typically how this relationship works, guys. I'm the
That's
one
how
who
it goes.
I'm the one who comes up with these fucking insane ideas. And Marissa's like, all right, let's do it. And I'm like, no, just kidding. And she's like, no, you've already said it.
We're doing this. Yep.
So that's how we land into situations that we do. Because we get ourselves into wild shit half the time. So
Yeah.
yeah, so now here we are on YouTube Live, and so thankful that everybody's tuned in.
Yes.
I'm nervous as fuck. Marissa, cool as a cucumber as always. I am just like, I'm gonna vomit. I'm gonna vomit. And she's just like, whatever.
But that's what I do, guys. I work well under pressure. This is where I shine. And then afterwards I freak the fuck out. But in the moment I'm fine.
So will this show today go on for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour? We don't know. We don't know. We've got some stuff planned for you guys. I mean, we'll keep working it out as we go through with it. We're going to keep the same format.
Mhm.
And we'll just see what happens, right?
Yeah, we'll
I mean,
roll with it and we'll see how it goes. But that's a perfect segue if you all want to call in, because we do, that's part of one of the things that we love about our shows is the interaction in the chat, but also people calling in, sharing your stories, sharing, you know, what's happened to you, sharing your memories, what's happened, your opinions. We love it. So please feel free to jump on the link. I'm going to go ahead and post it here on the comment section. So just feel free to click on that, come on and share your stories, share, spiral with us, or we'll spiral with you. Doesn't matter. It could go both ways. And we love to hear from you all.
Absolutely. And you don't even have to turn on your camera if you don't want to.
You don't. Yeah.
No. So if you just want to click in and keep that camera off, but still go off and spiral and vent, go for it, because we love when you guys call in. I think that's maybe like 50% of the reason why we keep doing this show, because we find it so fucking hilarious and so entertaining.
Absolutely.
And that's
we live vicariously through you guys and your stories. I am in awe every single time.
Absolutely.
Like, this is crazy.
Okay, so that being said, let's get this fucking show on the road.
All right.
And let's go into our workplace story of the day.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, you guys. So it starts with, we recently hired a new employee in my office who is really not working out well. She was hired in the same job title as me about 2 months ago to work on the project team for which I am the lead.
Okay.
The longer term goal is to train this hire to lead her own project team. We both report to the same manager, who is based out of a different office. I've been in this position for 4 years and am the most senior person in our office. Okay. Unfortunately, this new hire, Jane, is atrocious, at least from my perspective.
Oh,
This
dang,
is her.
what'd she do?
Well, we're gonna find out, but atrocious is a strong word, huh?
I know. I'm like, that is quite an adjective, sir. Jesus.
I know. I'm like, dang, what is Jane doing? Like, I need to know, like, how much of a hot mess she is, because atrocious.
That's a big word.
That is a big word. And I'm glad I was able to read it. Okay. So anyhow, this is her first job out of graduate school, and I think she hasn't adjusted yet to working life. She works from home without permission, fails to show up to meetings, gets in late, leaves early, and has not been meeting my deadline. For context, we have some schedule flexibility, but are generally expected to maintain 9 to 5 hours. The quality of her work has also been poor, which I would normally consider part of the learning curve. But I also don't feel like she listens very well. On top of all this, she can't handle direct feedback very well at all and starts tearing up even over minor criticism. None of these things are seen by our mutual manager because he isn't based out of our office. So that's already a fucking nightmare.
Oh, when you have people that are
Mhm.
overseeing a department, but they're not there, it's hard, right? Because people get away with fucking murder.
Absolutely. My problem is that after I let out all these issues for him, he asked me, "Are you certain you just don't feel threatened by her?"
Oh,
I know that's rough.
dang.
That's a rough thing to say, right? And pointed out that she came in with an impressive academic resume and shows a lot of promise. Right there, I'm already pissed off at the manager. People, just because they have a goddamn degree from Harvard, or like you and I already know. We work with a lot of these Ivy League people at corporate because corporate had a total boner for Ivy League.
Ivy League.
people.
Oh, yeah.
And they were the worst. Like Ivy League does not prepare them for the real world.
They were the smartest, stupid people I've ever met in my life. Honestly, it was ridiculous. It was one of those where it was they're book smart, but they have zero common sense and how to apply it. They're like, I don't know, but I know it.
Absolutely. Always the fucking worst. They're a hot mess. Oh my God, I just saw that Dimitri put in the chat. Gentry thinks her daughter is better than us too. Gentry's daughter just graduated from Harvard.
She should. If you graduate from Harvard, you should think you're better than her. I know I would. I'd be like, the fucking peasants can't talk to me.
All right. Anyhow, I had thought she was the perfect person to add to the team, and I can unequivocally state that I don't feel threatened by Jane. My office has plenty of work and project leadership opportunities to go around. Frankly, if she could outperform me, I'd welcome the opportunity to offload some of the things on my overloaded plate. That part totally reminded me of you, Marissa. And I think that's why I really like that that little, or this story, I should say.
Yeah.
My manager went on to say that he has never micromanaged my hours and doesn't understand why I would expect him to micromanage hers. I do usually appreciate the hands-off style my manager has, but I am generally good at self-governing. I feel that flexibility is only okay if you are responsible enough to manage yourself appropriately. She's not wrong.
Well,
I mean, if you can do your work in 2 hours and you want to like kick back the rest of the day,
yeah.
I don't care.
Do it.
I don't care if you're shopping at Target at 1 p.m. as long as every project deadline is met, that you're on time. Luckily, I don't have to manage people because I refuse to, but you manage a lot of people. And I know that's your management style.
Absolutely. I don't give a fuck what you do. Just get the work done. If you get it done at 12 and you want to dick around the rest of the day, I don't care. Just get it done. Absolutely. But if it takes you 10 hours to get it done, then that's on you because you should have gotten done in 8. So
she continues with the story. I got the sense from him that he feels the problems with Jane can't be as significant as I think they are. I feel insulted that he didn't seem to take my concerns seriously, and specifically that he would accuse me of feeling threatened by her. On top of all this, I have work that isn't getting done because Jane isn't doing the job. I'm so upset by all of this. I'm now considering leaving, but I have really loved this job until now. I need a gut check. And is 2 months long enough to know that someone isn't working out? Surely the fact that she has missed my last 4 scheduled meetings is a real problem and not something that should be brushed off. Is there something more I should say to my absent / hands-off manager? Am I just baffled by his reaction? Was I somehow out of line to bring these complaints about a coworker to my boss? So what do you think, Marissa?
Oh,
That's
that
the end
one's
of the story.
so that's tricky, right? Because it sounds like you're taking it personally that this person doesn't want to jump on calls. And
I mean,
I have,
but missing 4 meetings with her, Marissa,
But-
wouldn't you be pissed if one of your people missed one-to-ones with you?
no. I don't. I'm like,
Really care about them.
listen, we both know why we're both here because I got to tick a box to say that I met with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't want to meet with me? That's cool with me. I think it depends, right? Because what we're not also hearing from the story is this also a person that loves to schedule unnecessary meetings? You know how there's people that like, let's jump on a call and let's jump on the call. And maybe Jen's like, fuck that. I don't want to fucking see your stupid face anymore.
Oh my
To
God.
talk
That
about
reminds me of
something
like
that should
Schmim.
have been
Who
an
would
email.
remember Schmim is my last boss that I had at corporate.
Mhm.
She was a fucking pain in the ass. I mean, she was also very micromanaging.
Yes.
That's an understatement because she would she would write up emails, guys, and tell me to just copy and paste and send to a person. I'm like, bitch, you already just wrote the email. Why don't you just send
Just
it
hit
yourself?
send. Yeah.
Hit send. Like, why do I need to copy and paste exactly what you're saying? Get the fuck out of here. But she would do a lot of pop-ups like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna call you. And she would pretend like, oh, it's just because I'm old-fashioned. I don't like emails and Slack. It's easier for me to talk face to face. No, it wasn't.
Like, no, it wasn't because nobody wants to see your stupid face, Schmim.
Her
Okay?
ugly old
Nobody.
shriveled face. Go fuck off, Schmim. I'm not
No.
mad.
No, but we're not mad. We're over it. No, but you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's something missing because typically new hires, they want to make a good impression, right?
Mhm.
So the fact that Jane is like, I'm gonna miss your meetings, is she unprofessional by missing those meetings and not saying, hey, following up, I can't make it, whatever? Absolutely. She's absolutely unprofessional. But it sounds like she went to the boss and complained versus sticking to the facts. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because if I were this person, I would say, hey, I'm trying to schedule a meeting with one of your direct reports. They keep not showing up. What's the next best course of action here? How do we communicate? Because work is not getting done because of it. But she went over and she said, well, she works from home all the time and she does this and she does that. So she didn't stick to the facts, it sounds like.
I mean, well, those are facts. I just don't think she presented it in a way that was also, as a manager, she probably presented it more as a whiny, like, oh, Jane's not coming to meetings, or Jane, you know what I mean? She should have been like, okay, this is like, I've set these expectations with her when she first came on
Correct.
board. I let her know every Tuesday, 11, we're meeting at this time. We work in office 4 days out of the week. 1 day she could work remotely. She has done, missed these days. Like, she should have been a little more like factual, I guess.
Yeah.
Or like clearly factual versus like, it sounds like she was more whiny
Emotional.
about it. Yeah. And why not start getting into HR, or like, had she even talked to Jane yet? Is what question one. Has she had to sit down with Jane and been like, hey, Jane, what the fuck? Like,
well, Jane was also not willing to sit down with her because Jane was like,
Jane's missing the
No.
meetings.
she's like, not going to that one, not going to that one.
Jane's missing the meetings where she would have been reprimanded. So there we go. But
She's like, you can't reprimand me if I don't show up, bitch. So
which is a good strategy on Jane's
good
part,
strategy.
right?
No, but I do think it sounds like she came off more of like coming from well, she's doing this and tattletaling versus this is where I'm being effective. This is where things are not getting done.
These are
I'm
the
going to start
projects.
exactly. I'm going to start documentation. You send emails. I mean, that's management 101, right? Like
Mhm.
whenever someone's not performing, you document it and then you start the process to say, hey, this person is either going to get better or they're going to drop off. It's got to be one or the two. But it sounds like her just going to her boss and just complaining about it is not going to get a resolution. Because me as a boss, if you come to me with something like that, I'm going to tell you, what's the solution here? Like, give me a solution. Don't just bring me the problem. Bring me a
Absolutely.
solution, right? So I think it's a little bit of ego that she didn't even decline the meeting, that she didn't even show up, and she's just doing what she wants.
4 times.
Jane's like, I do what I want.
She did show up 4 times, not just once. It was
like,
4 times that she's like,
but I think, you know, there's people, especially when you first come into like management or you don't have a lot of experience, you tend to think that people like, oh, I'm like, you have to come to my meetings. You have to, you know what I mean? Like you take it personally and you can't do that. You really can't. There's just people that don't.
But it's also a little wild, like to not go to your boss's meetings. Like I would never.
But it depends on the generation as well. Like it depends on who you're managing, right? Because I find that to be true with a lot of the newer generation because they're just like meetings, like that's whatever, right? Versus our generation
Send it
or
to me in
older,
an email.
yeah, or older generations, they're always like, no, if you have a meeting with your boss, you fucking show up, right? Like that's just how we were wired and how we were trained when we came into the working space. But nowadays, especially with newer employees, they're like, it's optional. Like that's why there's a yes and no button, and I push no. Like that's it depends, and I think it's you have to start your documentation and setting the expectations correctly. Like this is not a suggestion. This is not, you know, this is what you need to follow, and these are my expectations. And if you don't meet them, then we're gonna have a different conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Marissa, let's get into the comments.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's look here. So, looking at the comments here, resting, I want to say bitch face, or it says bit face. I work with a chick very similar, but our manager does see her bullshit. That's awesome. When you get a manager that sees and it doesn't turn a blind eye, that's the best thing. Granted, what they do about a different story, but at least you feel like you're not crazy. So good points for that manager. Bruce Sal says maybe she went to Harvard University, not Harvard University. Maybe.
Harvard University was right next to Trump University. They were co-branches.
Fluggy is saying school is for chumps. He said, fuck everybody and school. Which I tend to agree with, Flug,
yeah,
but
I hear you.
It sucks, but it's needed.
It just takes your money and puts you in debt.
It does.
And then they ask you for more money every year.
So what?
They want you to donate to that fucking place, that pop stand.
Brooke says those people just don't want it in writing. James and Pedro says fucking schmim. He supports our schmim hatred.
I love it. And I know he earlier today he said who's gonna be drinking a drink with me, because I'm like, I'm gonna have to drink during the show. Because surprisingly, you and I do not drink during the show.
We don't.
We're 100% sober.
Yeah. Surprisingly.
So James is very supportive, and I appreciate that.
We appreciate that, James. We appreciate it. Let's see. James from Pedro also says pips are becoming popular again. Yes, they are. Especially with all of these layoffs. Just
it gets around paying servants.
It does. It gets around. Not only that, but coming from a person that's been in a position in management for a very long time, that also gets away with not paying bonuses, guys, or merit increases, or like commissions, anything. If you're eligible for any of those, if you're put on a PIP, that automatically disqualifies you, from all of those things. And depending on the company, it might also disqualify you from moving to getting a promotion or moving to a different department.
Yeah.
So just be careful. Let's see. Brooke says, man, I need no more quote unquote, no buttons in my life. Oh, she's saying, oh, she doesn't do anything about it. Yeah, sometimes I will say as a manager, your hands are tied, especially when you have someone that people favor for some reason. But they can't all be winners, I guess.
No. All right, guys. So that was our workday story. We have a new segment that we're going to introduce now that we're here on YouTube and we can actually show video. So you guys know I am out on the internet streets for you guys. I am your TikTok correspondent.
Yes.
I'm finding tons of content there and a ton of content on Threads because people be wild on these fucking internet streets. Like, they have no qualms about putting their business out there and letting people just comment. And I could never. I'm too sensitive. I'm too much of a crybaby to fucking just be out there and letting people know about my business and letting them comment about my business because people will fucking give it to you. But anyhow, so we've got this new segment that we are calling I Hate It Here, the comment section. Because my favorite thing about the people putting their business out on these internet streets is them actually, like the comment section. I don't know. And, I would always forget about the comment sections, but I have to give Coop and Medusa props for always making me go to the comment section. Like, oh my God, did you we'll send each other stuff. And they'll be like, did you read the comments? So they've conditioned me
to look at the comments.
To now go to comments, and people be wild in the comments. So this story had me laughing so hard. So I'm gonna play you guys the video, and then get as crazy as you want in these comments too. That's another favorite thing of ours with these shows is how you guys go wild in these comments. So feel free to go crazy on there, and then I'll go back and play the video with some of the comments that people posted. But here's the video, guys.
Need your help really, really fast. I have a job interview tomorrow morning, and I don't know what to wear because I've never really had an interview, and it's like for like a really professional place, so I have to look tip-top shape. This is what I chose. Is it okay? Listen, hold on. Get the whole outfit. So we have a black bow on the top. I don't know. That's the clothes I was trying to decide what to wear. The shoes, we have these little like thingies. I thought that the puff sleeves were really cute and unique. I was trying to give like cute professional milkmaid and in all honesty, like I like it, but I don't know if it's professional enough. Do you know? Like, what do you wear to an interview? I have no idea. I like the idea of my hair being up. I think I like that, but I feel like with this outfit it needs to be down, but I don't want to wear it down. And then is this just too childlike? Like, am I not giving big girl job? Like, I'm trying to get that big girl job. I don't know. If you guys think it's weird, please let me know right away. Please give me outfit ideas. I don't want to just wear, like, a cute top and jeans. Like, I feel like I need to actually look presentable. I asked a girl that worked there what she wore for her interview, and she said a jumpsuit, like a professional pants tux jumpsuit thing. So, should I wear just, like, a black skirt and a black shirt? You know what I mean? Just keep it simple. Give them an idea of what I would look like in the front lines. I think this is cute, but I'm just like, is it professional per se? I'm not sure. Please let a girl know.
Marissa's face.
Lord have mercy.
How bad is that outfit? How bad is that outfit?
It depends what you're going for, right? There was an old saying that it's just for the job that you want, right? Like just for the job that you're applying for. If you're gonna go, but guys, I mean, I dressed up to every interview. I don't get the pirate shirt. I don't get the little jump over, the socks with the shoes. I get that it's like fashionable right now, but for a job interview, like, do they not give out those classes where they teach you how to do this?
So of course, it's acting up. We're having some tech issues here. The little wheel is just spinning. I can't pull up the second video, but Marissa, you can kind of start going over some of the
Yeah.
chat that people are putting in this show, because it's pretty online with what was in the comments section.
Yeah. All right. So, Chappie says Jerry Seinfeld's shirt with the ruffles. Kendall says, what in the Handmaids? Fluggy says, baller ass outfit. He likes it. He approves. Dimitri and Doreen say, does she work at an Amish Albertsons?
That's what I was thinking. Like, what in the Plymouth Rock are you wearing, lady?
What? I don't know. And I love how she tried to be like, it's cute pieces all separated, but together, just it didn't work for me. Mia says, Chappie, I was gonna say I don't want to be a pirate. It was getting very pirate. It was very piratey. Fluggy says, quote unquote, professional milkmaid and is dying. Cute ass milkmaid, that's a vibe for the Amish. I do love a 70s collar, my fave. She's giving Handmaid's Tale. Is she a pilgrim? She looked like Buster Brown. Plug is trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. He says, I mean, at least she's trying.
I think Fluggy just thought she was cute and is giving her all the benefits of it. Like,
absolutely.
He's giving her all the benefits, and this is like, you go, girl. But you couldn't, I don't know. I mean, my screen's kind of little, but I don't know if you guys noticed, but the socks that she's wearing have like the little Nike logo.
Mm-hmm. These were like sports socks, like workout socks with loafers, like the chunky loafers that she was wearing. So,
and of course, guys, this isn't fucking working. Let me try it one more time and see if I can pull up the comments video. If not, no, it's not working.
Okay, I'll continue on the comments because people got a lot to say on here, and I love it. Chappie says, if I wore that shirt, I would look like this stay puffed marshmallow man. Jen says, where's her hat with the buckle? She is giving pilgrim vibes. She is, not gonna lie. Sal says, if the sleeves weren't so loose, then it could have an argument. Bruce saying, is she applying to stick her fingers in the dike? Brooke says, start over. I had to help my wife bring in the groceries. We're not doing that, Brooke. Sorry. It's not happening. Jen says, that's a great outfit for a job with the Amish. Flaggy says, I do not. She looks young, and I don't think that she's cute. I just thought it was endearing that she was trying. Okay.
Well, there we go, guys. And now my screen is completely fucking locked. Oh, there we go.
Major hope really, really fast. I have a job interview tomorrow.
Okay, I'm going to try one more time. And if not, we're moving on.
Okay.
And it's not letting me. So we are going to move the fuck on from that. But yeah, so pretty much everything, the comment section was in line. Everybody was dying with her outfit. And they were like, girl, you need bigger sleeves.
That's just fucked up.
There were a lot of pilgrim vibes, a lot of Amish vibe comments, a lot of citing the Declaration. People were dying at her professional milkmaid wanting to look outfit. And people were also horrified. They're like, no, not jeans. Just wear black top. You can't go wrong. Some people were helpful. Some people were completely wild in these comments. So just fucking crazy. But yeah, so that's going to be a new segment. Hopefully next time around, we can actually pull up the comments. But you guys were just as fucking funny and totally on par with what they were saying.
Yep.
All right. So that leads us to our first commercial break.
All right.
Oh, are you doing it or are you doing it?
I thought you were doing it, but that's okay. I got you.
I'm just waiting.
I got you.
All right, guys.
All right.
So we are totally stealing this idea from Shappy and Three the Hard Way, who are promoting other content creators' products while doing their shows. It's Christmas. We got to support our community. And that's exactly what we're doing. So
Yes.
one of my addictions has been the Against the Grind coffee that is from the Messers. So you see, I have my little bag. I always have one that I've got in a container that I'm like airtight container that I'm keeping fresh to use. And then I've got my backup. But of course, the one that I love is the fittingly, it's called Death to 9 to 5. So so good. But if you guys have any coffee lovers, if you need stocking stuffers, gifts for your coworkers, yeah, I mean, if you're a coffee lover, go and support the Messers. The coffee is so freaking good. As a matter of fact, I had family in town for the holidays, and one of my uncles, I had him try the coffee, and he's completely hooked now. That's all he drank the entire time he stayed with us. But here it is, Against the Grind. I think I left the link long enough, but if not, let me copy it real quick. And then we will paste that in the comments for you guys. Yep. But if you are a coffee lover, have to recommend Against the Grind. Please support our friends, the Messers. Yay. Awesome. So that was our first commercial break. All right.
Yes. But again, plug here. If you all have businesses or products that you guys want to share with us so that we can plug them in, please send them to us so that we can get you plugged in here in one of these commercial breaks so that we can obviously share this with the audience and we can share this with everyone. We love supporting you all as much as you all support us. So please send it our way.
Absolutely. All right, Marissa. So let's go into the life story of the day.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. So, Lucky, can I plug my business? Of course you can, plug.
Yes, absolutely.
We might need you to call in to support it, though. Because I want to hear the live endorsement for the live. Yeah, it was it endorsement?
Yes.
No, we would be the ones endorsing it, but the live plug for it. All right.
Absolutely.
So our life story of the day starts with, I am married to my husband and we are currently expecting our first child after years of trying. It's been an emotional journey. There have been some fertility struggles, I'm sorry, a miscarriage last year. And honestly, we weren't sure if we'd ever get here. But now I'm 6 months along with a healthy baby girl and we're over the moon. Okay. Ever since I was a teenager, I've had a favorite name, Lila. My dream name for my daughter, it's my dream name for my daughter, and I've talked about it so many times that my whole family knows it's my name. It's a special meaning to me. My late grandmother was Delilah, and it's a way of honoring her. My husband loves the name too, and we decided pretty early on that this would be our baby girl's name. You never tell people.
Never.
No. And where did we learn that from Seinfeld? The episode where I think one of them was going to name their kid Seven, and then somebody else named their kid Seven. Yep. So yes, we learned that a long time ago. You don't tell people the name of your child.
No.
Because then also people are going to start screwing you over with like, oh, I knew an Erika in high school. She was such a bitch. Or
exactly. You know, like they're going to try to skew your perception of the name. Just
they start tainting it. So anyhow, 6 months ago, my younger sister Emma got a golden retriever puppy. We were all excited for her. She's always been an animal lover and was thrilled to finally get her own dog.
Did she name the fucking dog Lila?
I knew you were going to catch on fast. But when she introduced us to the puppy, she casually said, "This is Lila." So she named the dog Lila. So at first I thought she was joking. I even laughed and said, "No way, Emma. You know that's my baby's name." But she just shrugged and said, "It's a name, not a copyright." I thought it was cute for a dog. I was honestly stunned. I didn't want to make a big scene, so I let it go in the moment, but it really bothered me. At the time, as the time went on, the whole family started referring to her dog as Lila, and it's become the default association. At my baby shower last month, I was talking to some family members about the nursery. When I mentioned naming the baby Lila, my aunt literally laughed and said, "You're not actually naming your baby after Emma's dog, right?"
Oh, fuck no. At that point, I would have thrown hands immediately.
Why are there like sisters always teen, right? Like these like sibling rivalries are so fucking crazy. So
but that's too far though. That's your baby.
You're not gonna name your dog your niece's name. Like that's so fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so I felt humiliated. I tried to brush it off, but the more I think about it, the more it hurts. I finally sat Emma down privately and told her how I was feeling. I explained how important that name is to me, how it's tied to grandma, and how much it means to me after everything we've been through to have this baby. Emma rolled her eyes and said, "Oh my God, you're seriously still mad about this? It's just a dog's name. You don't own Lila." I told her that while I'm still going to name my daughter Lila, she made it really awkward for me. She laughed and said, "Awkward for you, not for me."
Oh,
that's when your sister gets a punch in the face.
I'm telling you, immediately. Whatever's available, your shoe, whatever's near you, just throw it.
Too bad I love dogs so much. I'd be like, the dog has to die.
Yeah, dog's got to go. I'm sorry.
I'm just going to mysteriously open the gate one day and that dog is going to be gone. So we only have one Lila in the family now.
Solutions. I like it.
Now Emma is getting married in 2 weeks and I'm supposed to be her maid of honor, but I'm feeling more and more like I can't do it. I don't want to stand up there and celebrate her when I feel like she doesn't respect me or care about my feelings. Last week, I told her that I wasn't sure I could attend the wedding because of how hurt I've been about everything. She lost it. She called me selfish and accused me of ruining her big day over something as stupid as a name. She even told me, you're not the one making this a thing. Oh, you're the one making this a thing. Nobody cares except you. My parents are siding with her, saying I'm being petty and hormonal. I need to let it go. Family is more important than a name. Oh no, we're fighting.
What kind of family bullshit is that?
We're fighting. I'm sorry. And you know what kills me about these stories that we go through, Marissa, is that the family always sides with like the wrong person.
Always.
I'm going to say 80% of the time, these stories, people always like align with the wrong side. Always.
But also, how dare you come around and tell me, oh, you're making this a big deal because you're hormonal, because you're pregnant? Yeah, because that was my daughter's name. Like, that was my kid's name. You could have fucking called your dog anything else in the fucking world, but you went with the name that I had previously shared. Like, that's shitty.
Yeah.
And the fact that she made herself be a victim, I would have been like, no, ma'am. No.
I think, of course, there has to be some sort of sibling issues going on, right? In the background. They're fighting, they hate each other, who fucking knows? But I'm still, for me, the part that really gets me as a parent. Like, this is your first grandchild. Oh, well, I don't know. I think it is, right? Because
it sounds like her daughter. Yeah.
And she just got married and that's her first child. So I'm going to say, we're going to pretend this is the first grandchild.
Right.
Regardless, this is your grandchild. That's not even born yet. And you're like, you think it's okay? Like, that's crazy to me. I don't know.
See, I don't know. I'm very petty. So
I would scheme to find out if her and her husband ever had a name for their
because you know that she knows that. And I totally name my baby that or something that's like I will scheme and plot and find something that you love and then crush it right in front of you. And look at it. Now we're both miserable.
Everybody's crying.
Everybody's crying. We're all crying now.
We're all going to cry now because that's some bullshit.
Yep.
All right. So I think I'm kind of eyeing the comments. I haven't really read through them, but I think the majority of the chat agrees with us.
Yes. So going quickly into the comments, it says, let's see. Jameson Pedro says, how's it spelled? Lila with a Y or with an I? Details are important. Brooke said,
It
my
doesn't
kids
matter.
are
It's like saying data and data.
one has a little pizzazz.
Mhm.
Brooke said, my kids are 18 and 22 and we still haven't told anyone their names. Jen. Jen with the plug, and thank you so much for reminding us because we've totally haven't done it here.
Mhm.
Hit the like button, guys. We totally forgot about that in this segment. Golden retriever named Lila Wolf. Flaggy says shady. Amanda says wow. She got dog blocked on the name. Did grandma have a middle name? Just curious if there's options. Sisters are the worst. It really is that. Chappie says it really is that big of a deal. I named my daughter and dog Horacio. I can't read. Keeps things simple, but it's a horrible name. I'm sorry. If that is a really name, I'm sorry, but it is a horrible name. James Pedro says, "Oh no, Layla ran into the street after I chased her into the streets. Condolences and prayers. Oops." Dimitri and Doreen's World says, "These are white people problems." These are white people problems. Brooke says, "Get a pet rat and name it after the sister."
I would
There you
totally get a hamster, and because you know how you can put them in those weird little balls and they just fucking fly all over the house. They gross me out. I'm sorry. I'm not down for little rodents like that. But
Me neither.
even though I have chihuahuas, I have chiweenies. I'm sorry.
Cheweenies. Yes.
Chiweenies. They don't look like total rodents. But I would totally get a little hamster, name it after my sister, and just let it run around it all. I would take it to every family party and just let it roam around in that little ball and just
Be like, look at my little hamster. But look at my new hamster.
There's Emma the bitch. That's what I named my hamster.
There you go. Let's see. She should name her daughter after her sister and then raise her to be a bitch that her aunt hates. Goals. See, Jason Pedro is in the long-term haul. He says, I'm going to scheme and plot and I'm going to wait some time. Let's see. Jen says, I will never give people the honor of thinking they bothered me. I would act like I didn't care even if I did. Good for you, Jen. That is the mature way of handling things.
Taking the Michelle Obama road. They go low, I go higher. I'm done with that.
I don't. I go to hell.
I used to. Now I'm over that. I'm sorry.
No, I go to hell and I bring you down with me. Like, look at us now. We're both fucking hot.
We're both sweating balls up in this bitch.
We're both sweating balls up in this bitch.
All right, guys. So we have one more commercial break, and then we will let you guys go. Then our hour is up.
Yes.
Look, it's break time. How exciting! We'll be back soon. Don't get too frantic. Don't we hate here talking I know, but stick around. We'll be back to fuck up the show. Look.
Oh.
Whoa. There we go. All
there
right,
we
guys.
go.
So I know we talked about it on one of our station head shows, but our next commercial break is we have to support our Queen Helen,
The one
and
and only.
her beautiful signs. I don't know if you guys have ever seen how gorgeous these signs are. She's making one for me, and I don't know. Well, I'm not going to show you the one she's making. I mean, once it's in my hands, I'll show it to you guys. But her door hangers are so freaking cute. Look at it. She does all of these herself.
Aww.
Look at how adorable they are. I freaking love them. Look at the little Easter one. Welcome peeps. That's so cute. She's got some really great Halloween ones. She's got she could special make some for you if you want. So just once again, go support our community.
Yes.
I will put her webpage on here for you guys. You can also find it linked to her Instagram. So let's do that. There we go. It's in the chat. So go in there, support Helen, support our dating queen.
Yes,
our
please.
polyamorous queen now, I guess.
Our polyamorous dating queen. No, but seriously, she does amazing work, and she is one of the most beautiful people I've ever met. She's just super open. So please make sure you go and support her. And Nina is in the chat. Hey, Nina, you missed it.
Nina, you were our first commercial break. We
You were.
plugged your coffee, and it's we put the link in the chat as well. Please go support Nina, support her and Brian's coffee business, and Helen's sign business as well.
Yes.
And we're done, Marissa. That's it for us.
That's it. We are done for today.
Speaking of Helen, our polyamorous queen now is what I'm calling her. I don't know what to say, but she will be on the show with us on the 19th. So we'll be doing a special I Hate It Here the morning after with her. She'll be live on camera with us.
Yes.
So she might be wearing a dominatrix outfit, she said. So I'm like,
Who knows?
You do you. You do you, Helen. Whatever makes your little heart happy. I'm here for it. So we're doing that. We'll be back on Station Head Tuesday. And how do they find us, Marissa?
If you want to get a hold of us, if you want to find us because you want to send us a story, you want to share a story, you want to get scheduled to be a part of these shows or part of the morning after, you can always DM us on our Instagram, and our Instagram handle is
at IHIHWHS.
And you have a link to bio. You can always, again, that's going to be the best way to get a hold of us. There's other ways of getting a hold of us in our bio there. But yeah, no, thank you all so much for hanging out with us today. We really appreciate it.
Totally appreciate it. We appreciate you. We appreciate your time. It is 8:32. I know that Kaleo is on his YouTube live. So if you guys want to go support him as well, please do so. His handle here on YouTube live is at WRSE. And that is his podcast that he's been doing for, I want to say, over a year, maybe a year. But his show's just as great. And they have got it down pat. He was also a big inspiration for us going on live and helped us with some of the behind the scenes. With what apps use. And he's been amazing. So please go support Kaleo as well. And we will see you guys at your shows. But before we go, we used it as our intro. I will shorten it up next time, but you know what? We're going to go out with it because Dimitri did such a great job for us that we need to play it again. So we need to play our new theme song for YouTube Live. So thank you guys so much, and we will see you at your shows.
Thanks,
Bye.
everyone. Bye.
Another day, another desk, another boss who's such a mess. Coworkers eating fish in the microwave, and HR somehow they just misbehave. Erika and Marissa, I've seen it all, from cubicle fights to the bathroom stall brawls. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here. From the break room drama to the boss that's here. We hate it here, oh, we hate it here. So grab a seat, it's hard from here. Office gossip, Twitter jams, management schemes, and toxic plans. You jump the joke, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Office gossip, Twitter jams, management schemes, and toxic plans. Your job's a joke, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Erika and Marissa have seen it all, from cubicle fights to the bathroom stall brawls. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here. From the break room drama to the bosses here. We hate it here, oh, we hate it here. So grab a seat, it's horror premiere. Office gossip, cleanser jams, management schemes, and toxic plans. Your job's a joke, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Office gossip, printer jams, management schemes, and toxic plans. Your job's a joke, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Erika Erika and Marissa, your workplace queens, sharing nightmares straight from the scenes. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here, but at least we can laugh through the tears. Erika and Marissa have seen it all, from cubicle fights to the bathroom stalls. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here, from the break room dramas to the bosses here. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here, from the break room dramas to the bosses here. We hate it here, oh, we hate it here, so grab a seat, it's horror premiere. Office gossip, printer jams, management schemes, and toxic plans. Your job's a joke, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Erika and Marissa, your workplace queens, sharing nightmares straight from the scenes. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here, but at least we can laugh through the tears.